What's up everyone? We are back with another delivery video, and today we're looking at the Pucky Puppy Beagle ST. This is a step-through fat tire bike from this company, Pucky Puppy. And you'll notice with their name, Pucky Puppy, which is kind of a mouthful, all their bikes are dog branded names. So this one here is the Beagle ST, ST for step-through. There's also a high step one. I opt for the step-through one because I find that's better for doing food delivery and as a commuter and getting around. Looking at the overall style of this bike, you can see step-through fat tire bike. This is a very common style in the e-bike world, so it's basically the same basic frame as most of the fat tire step-through bikes you'll see. You've got Pucky Puppy brand on the side here. Over in the back wheel here it says Beagle ST for the name of the bike. On the seat post here it's got the Class 2 750 watt 20 mile per hour. It's not really a Class 2, this is actually a Class 3 bike because it can go 28 miles an hour when you're on pedal assist 5. As is common with these fat tire step-through e-bikes, the battery goes into the frame through the underneath part here of the tube. You can plug it in with the battery still in the bike, so if you don't want to take the battery out, you can plug it in that way. Otherwise, you got the key here and turns it and battery just pops right out. You gotta be a little bit careful when you take it out because you don't want it to like fall down, but it just goes right out like that. When you want it back in, a little hard for me to do this one-handed, but when you want it back in, you just pop it right back in. Much easier with two hands though. Looking over at the tire here, it's a 26x4 fat tire. The brand is Turn. I'm unfamiliar with the brand of tire. And 26x4 fat tire is kind of the standard fat tire width for e-bikes these days, so nothing too weird there or out of the ordinary. It has front and rear hydraulic disc brakes. Rotor is a 180 millimeter rotor, and then you can see the hydraulic disc brake is from a company called Logan. So I'm not familiar with that company, but so far in my use of this bike, the brakes seem pretty good. So that's a look at the front tire, and over here you got the rear tire, also hydraulic disc brakes. Kickstand right over here, just a regular kickstand, does the job. You will notice that the bike comes with front and rear fenders. They're kind of plastic fenders, but they do the job, and I think they're totally fine. Over in the back here, it does come with a rear rack, so you can put bungee cords or something, or mount a basket, whatever you want on there. In terms of lights, got a front headlight right over here. Over in the back, it's got a nice tail light. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. And then one of the things I really like about it is the seat it comes with. It comes with this big, wide, fat seat. So it's a really comfortable seat. I kind of like it. You know, seats don't really matter that much. You can change them out yourself. But I do like that they went with this big fat seat because it actually is very comfortable. Over here on the tube, you see it's pretty smooth here. It's got some mounting points here. The only issue with mounting anything over here is that it does get in the way if it's like a big thing. I tried to initially mount a water bottle holder here, but then I realized it just was in my way if I wanted to do the step over. So I took it out. But you can mount stuff there. Probably would mount like a bike lock or something. And then looking over here at the handlebars, it's a straight handlebar here. The standard grips are like kind of nice rubbery ones. It's got 7-speed Shimano shifter, front and rear hydraulic disc brakes, as I mentioned, from this company Logan. The display here says Pucky Puppy and has, you know, the pedal assist and your speed and all that. It's a little bit of a confusing display because it has information here. I'm not quite sure what it is. So I'll have to do a little more looking into understand what this display exactly is showing me. And I think it's showing me the battery power too, but I have trouble telling. And you can't really see it right now because we're in the sun here, so it's a little hard to see the display. But it's a nice display. And then over here on the left here, you've got this control pad. It's got the power, pedal assist 1 through 5, so you can change it here. You got the light here. And then really importantly, it's got a integrated bell, which I absolutely love. I think that every e-bike should have an integrated horn like that because it just saves space and it's loud, and I think it's pretty good. Other things to note, it's got a 750 watt rear hub motor, uses a cadence sensor. There is, and I'll talk about this more when I'm riding, but there is kind of like a little delay when you start pedaling between the pedaling and when the motor kicks in. It's a little bit annoying and takes a little getting used to. I've had other bikes do this too. I remember, yeah, you know what? Interestingly enough, it's the bikes that have that same kind of display that this Pucky Puppy has, that has that little kind of motor delay. So maybe it's a feature of that kind of display, I don't know. But it's not a deal breaker, something just to get used to. And then the top speed on this bike is 28 miles per hour. If you're on pedal assist 5, you'll go 28 miles per hour. And the throttle can go over 20 miles an hour as well. You can get up to 22 or something on the throttle. So really fast bike and really powerful bike, and just overall like a comfortable, quick bike to use for getting around, especially getting around the city, doing deliveries, all that. So yeah, that's kind of a general overview of the bike. You can see it here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out there, do some deliveries with it, show off how this bike performs, and we'll see how it does. So let's get into it. Okay, and we are off on the Pucky Puppy Beagle step-through, or Beagle ST. And our first order is from Uber Eats, Noodles and Company order, right up here. Good order too, paying $7 and only going to the hospital right down the street here. Easy pickup there, and this is only going to go just around the corner. So yeah, the Pucky Puppy. So interestingly enough, they advertise these fat tire bikes as commuter bikes. You don't see a lot of fat tire bikes advertised as commuter bikes, but there's some things about this bike that work very well for commuting and stuff. You know, the step through makes it easy, the big tires, it's got a rear rack. You can also get a front rack if you wanted. I opted not to have one in this one. But yeah, I mean, it's a good bike. It's really powerful. Oh yeah, and they also have this really comfortable seat they put on the Pucky Puppy. So definitely a nice option as a commuter fat tire bike. Boy, its delivery is so fast, I barely have time to even talk about the bike. All right, order delivered. Now we're waiting for another order. So when it comes to this Pucky Puppy Beagle ST, it's a really powerful bike, super fast, rear hub motor. Can't remember the exact wattage on it, but it's clearly a powerful bike. Here we go. Another delivery, Chick-fil-A. Let's go do it. Yeah, so in terms of power, top speed on this bike, it says 28 miles an hour top speed. And the throttle is really fast. It goes faster than 20 miles an hour with the throttle. Hey, for DJF, can take a look at the bike here while we're waiting for this food. Oh, so on the bottom here, it does say Class 2 750 watt motor, 20 miles per hour, but it's not, because it definitely can go faster than that. And you can see the big tires, 26x4 tires, rear hub motor, hydraulic disc brakes, nice little rear rack right here to hold things. Thing I really like, this big, huge seat. It's actually really comfortable. It's a big, fat seat. You can see there's some points here where you could put a front rack if you wanted. Suspension on the front also. I'm actually going to, it appears to be locked out, so I'm going to do that. There we go. Give it a little bit of suspension when riding. Yeah. Yes, all right, thank you. All right, got that order. See, step through, very useful for delivery purposes, since it lets me get on and off the bike easily. This order's only paying $4 or so. It's not a good paying order, but it's not going very far either. So yeah, so one thing is, this is a cadence sensor bike. And one thing I've noticed is it does have this kind of delay in pedaling. So it kind of like takes a little second when you start pedaling for like the motor to kick in. And I have some bikes that do that. I don't know if that's like a safety thing or just like, or what the deal is with that. But I do find that a little bit annoying. But yeah, in terms of ride quality, I mean, it's a really smooth ride because you got the front suspension, you got these big tires, it really handles all the bumps, so it's really good for delivery and for city riding. And you know, the price point is pretty good. If it's new with no sale, it's gonna be like $2,000, but there are regular sales and deals. It's kind of like the fake price. So you'll definitely see this bike in the $1,200 range, which is really good for a bike with like a fat tire bike with hydraulic disc brakes and suspension and all that. And this bike's not that heavy either, which is kind of nice. So yeah, anyway, I think it's a well-designed bike. And then the pedal assist goes from 1 to 5, and it does the thing where it kind of maxes out your top speed based on the pedal assist power you're at. When you're at 3, your top speed's somewhere around 18 or so. But if you go up to 5, it'll go real fast. And then this throttle is real good. It's super fast on the throttle. Okay, we are here. That was quick. And you can see having the step through makes it real easy to get on and off, which is good for delivery purposes. Hey, oh yeah, there you go. Right, have a good one. Order delivered, and that works out well because while we were in there, we got a Potbelly's order that's right over here. Only paying $3.75, but it's going 1 block. So it should be ready. We'll go grab that now. All right, and we also just got a roadie order on Uber Eats. Got some orders coming along. Not very high paying orders, but they get us out there. Look at that, again, step through makes it much easier to get on and off the bike.
You pick it up?
Hey, yeah, pick up from Mary.
Mary?
Yep, hey, thank you.
You're welcome, have a good day.
Yep, you too. All right, we got that order and it's going real close. But yeah, this bike is real good. If I put a basket on the back, I think it'd be even better as a food delivery bike. So yeah, you can see there's a little bit slow startup on it. So that takes a little getting used to. But once you're going, it's good. And just really excellent handling all these bumps. But yeah, it's a little bit of a slow start on it. That does come with the benefit though, of it doesn't really jolt you forward. Like some bikes do, and it's a smooth ride all around on this one. All right, we got that order delivered. So that's 3 deliveries we've done already. We got another order from Roti, so let's go do that one. But yeah, so as a commuter city bike, really good. It's really powerful. Really powerful bike. I kind of like how this bike is branded as like a commuter bike versus like as an off-roading bike. Because a lot of fat tire bikes seem to go with that, where they want you to think of it as just for like a fun thing to do. So like as a bike for recreation. And I've always been about using bikes as, you know, for transport. And so having this bike kind of advertise itself as that, as like a commuting bike, I enjoy that. I think that's a good thing to do. Yeah, so that kind of pedal delay though, I think that is a little bit annoying to me. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or if that's, I think it probably is supposed to do that. But it would definitely take some getting used to. I'd say it's about a 1 to 2 second delay when you start pedaling to when like the motor kicks in and you're doing nothing. Which, you know, depending on what your goal is with the bike, that'll be fine. For some people though, you might want it to be a little bit more responsive sooner. So I wonder if there's a way to change that in the settings. I'll have to look to see. But once it's going, once it's cruising, it's cruising. Like, I'm on pedal assist 4 right now, and this thing is flying. And you know, this display here is really nice, but it's a little hard to read because I actually don't know what it says. There's a lot of information on this screen. I don't exactly know what all the information is. But yeah, look at the handlebars, hydraulic disc brakes, Shimano 7-speed shifter, throttle over here on the right side. Grips are just basic grips. Nice color display with some interesting stuff on it. And then you've got the pedal assist over here on the left, the light, and then what it also has is the built-in integrated horn, which is a very good option. I think that all bikes should have the integrated horn. But yeah, this bike, pretty much the shape of the bike though, is the same as basically any other fat tire bike. So it's going to be competing in that market of the kind of entry-level fat tire bike. Since it's advertised more as a commuter, I mean, I think having the rack and stuff makes it good. And then the setup on this bike was super easy. I think it was one of the easier bikes I ever had to assemble. So it all came packed real nice and was very easy to assemble. Okay, we're gonna grab this roadie order here. Hanan. All right, oh, thank you, appreciate it. All right, we got that order done. Let's go drop it off literally right around the corner here. But yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna do a video at some point about my favorite like bikes I have in terms of the fat tire category, because I've got a lot of fat tire bikes. And, you know, fat tire bikes work out well for e-bikes because you get the stableness of a larger tire. It's not any harder to pedal because you've got the electric motor factor helping you out. You can see right there, hitting that off-road is good. Great, order delivered. Okay, well, we've done 4 deliveries. We're still waiting for another one. I guess we'll just kind of chill for a second while we're waiting. Okay, we got another roadie order, and it's going up to Southeast Como, a little farther, but not too bad, and it's kind of like an area I'm okay being in. Yeah, so one thing I would do a lot is this is a bike that you can easily pedal, but I bet you a lot of people would use the throttle a lot, especially if you're doing deliveries. I'm back again for Tony. Yeah, you guys are always on point. It's like always ready. All right, thank you. Yeah, this roadie is the best place to pick up deliveries from. There's never a wait. Like, you always get there and they're like instantly ready for you. And I don't know how they do it so fast. This will be my 5th delivery, so things are pretty busy, just not really high paying deliveries. The lights are all good on this one. You got front and rear lights. Fenders, the fenders are fine. They're just like plastic fenders, so they're a little lower quality than some of the other bikes fenders I've had. They're like made of like a metal. But really the fenders, I don't really care what material they are. It doesn't really impact my use. But yeah, obviously having the fenders in there is important to be able to ride in muddy conditions. This bike would be great for riding in the winter as well because we got the big tires and step through, so you can kind of get your foot down if you're going to slip. And really, it's just a really fast bike. Like, I can feel it's a powerful bike. And let's go use the throttle here on this one. So here I am just using the throttle, not pedaling at all. And you can see it can really get up there in speed. I mean, I can get over 20 miles an hour just on the throttle. So I can basically just make this bike like a moped. So one solution to that kind of a delay on the pedal is you can throttle and pedal at the same time, and that kind of evens out the speed, so you don't have to like put a lot of pressure down as you're pedaling. So that's another option I might start doing more. So different riding styles for this. Now, looking at this screen here, I don't really know what I'm seeing on the screen because, well, I guess you can't really see it on this camera, but the screen is kind of confusing to me. I really don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I can see the pedal assist on it, but I don't know how to see the battery power and that kind of thing. But yeah, that's probably what I would do to deal with that kind of pedal delay, is throttle and pedal if you really don't want to put any like effort in yourself, which if you're doing a long day of delivery, that might be what you want to do. Oh yeah, and the brakes, these are hydraulic disc brakes, real solid hydraulic disc brakes, and stopping power is good on them, no issues at all. So yeah, here we go. Pedal assist 4, I'm getting a top speed about 22. If I put in a pedal assist 5, I'm gonna get a top speed of, it should be able to get up to 28. I'm at 25 now, 26. Yeah, 27. So you can easily get to 28 on pedal assist 5. The only issue though is when you're going that fast, the pedaling is like, you're gonna be ghost pedaling a lot because it's not really putting a lot of pressure down. Boy, yeah, pedal assist 5, this bike is really fast. It's gonna use up a lot of battery power, obviously, if you're going that fast all the time. So for normal riding purposes, I'll probably be a pedal assist 3 mostly. So I don't really need to go 28 miles an hour constantly. Really nice power on this one. I can't tell what the range is at all. I actually don't even know how to look at the battery power because I can't really tell what I'm looking at on this screen. It's definitely one of the weirder looking screens I've seen. Like, the display itself is normal, it's just that information I'm shown on here looks kind of weird to me. Oh yeah, and then the no hands test, no wheel wobble at all, so real good on that. The suspension has good travel on it, so helps to smooth out the bumps some more. Yeah, and this seat is really comfortable. Like, a seat is not a deal breaker because you can always replace the seat, but I like how they went with this kind of big fat seat because It's definitely clear it's not meant to be an athletic seat. It's meant to be a kind of comfortable seat for you to ride on. So as a delivery person, having a nice comfy fat seat like this is actually real helpful because we're going to be sitting and riding a lot. All right, we're here. And again, easy on and off the bike because of the step through. Delivery done on that one. And then we got another order, low paying order, but back on campus, which we're going already, for My Burger. I think this one would be a really good delivery bike. If you put a basket on the back, so you can put your food and stuff in there, that would make it really perfect for that. Right now I'm just using my delivery bag and just holding my shoulder because I don't have a basket to put on this, but I think you could put a basket on the back and it'd be great. And then yeah, on pedal assist 4, I mean, I go 22 to 23 miles per hour easily, which is really excellent. So, you know, if you can get this bike on sale for like $1,500 or less, I think that's a really good value for the parts that you're gonna get on this because it's got good suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, pretty powerful motor. Pucky Puppy, they've got a lot of bikes. I think they're all fat tire based bikes. Seems like it will work pretty well for food delivery. So yeah, I think e-bikes are always a great investment for food delivery. Even if you do it in a car usually, I would say try it out on a bike. You know, you don't have to do deliveries on a bike in the winter if you don't want, but try it in the summer, try it in the spring, in the fall. You got like 8-9 months a year in most places that you can ride. And I think you'll see that you can make as much money, if not more, than someone in a car because your expenses are just so much lower. An e-bike basically costs nothing to run. So yeah, in terms of who this bike would be good for though, I think as a food delivery bike, this bike would be really good just because it's so fast. It has good range supposedly, and it's just like a smooth ride because of all the suspension, the big tires. And then obviously just having that speed on this bike is real nice. And then the other option this bike could be good for is if you're a commuter and you want to get to work or something with this bike, it's got a lot of the features that make it good for that. Just because it's got the big tires, it's got the smooth ride, it's a step-through design, so you can kind of be in a comfortable upright riding position. Really liking this new bike path that's getting built here. It's almost finished. You know, the nice thing about having like a fat tire bike like this, I always kind of feel good, like I can hit curbs, I can go off-road a little bit, which I don't always do when I'm riding like a regular e-bike. We've done quite a few deliveries. 5 deliveries? So I think this will be our 6th. Boy, I like how fast this bike is with the throttle. It's like a moped, I could just fly. Boy, it's getting hot too. It's trying to heat up. Hey, how you doing? I got for Declan.
From that place.
Okay, yeah.
And it's a cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke, okay, cool. All right, this order is just going to the hotel right over here, which is actually funny because I'm working out at the Starbucks right at that hotel, so I'm actually back where I need to be technically. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right, and then I just need to grab a pin from you.
Yeah, 50.
There you go. All right. Yep, you too. All right, smooth drop off, real quick and easy. I guess we can kind of run through my final thoughts on this bike. I don't think I'm gonna get a ton more deliveries right now, so I might kind of cruise a little bit to see, but you know, overall, general thoughts are this bike is pretty sweet. I think I'm gonna do some more delivery videos with this bike because I really like it. It's got a lot of power. It's really comfortable ride. The throttle and everything really works out well. It's got good parts. And the price is right. If you get it for $1,200 to $1,500, you know, prices will fluctuate over time, but if you can get it for like a decent price like that, it's definitely worth considering. Yeah, it's got a lot of things that make it a really nice delivery bike. Just the tires, the smoothness, the power, all of it's real good. So I think this Puckipuppy Beagle ST is an excellent option for people who are looking for a good e-bike to use. So that being said though, I think we'll probably call it there because I'm not really getting anything right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, hit that like button if you like what you see. Please subscribe if you want more content like this. And I think until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.